Hello. Welcome to a special edition of TC Weekly Live. This week, your hosts Austin and Calvin will be talking about the election and the new things going on campus.
Technically speaking, we are your election headquarters, and we'll be the first to know to let you know.
As of right now, the results are to be determined.
Wait, you're not Calvin.
Yeah, I'm actually his double.
Where's he at?
He got his own TV show now, and he's a chef.
He's a professional chef. Wow.
I see how it is.
Yeah, what are we gonna do for this week's episode, though?
I don't know, because Calvin's always came up with the ideas. But guess what? I found a time machine.
What?
Wow, what a great episode of To Be Determined. And it got me thinking, how did that cooking show of yours turn out?
It got canceled. They didn't like my SpaghettiOs.
I'm sorry to hear that. On a different note, the show also got me thinking about what would you do if you could go and change something back in time?
You know what? Ask me tomorrow once the election's over.
Now for an event on campus. On November 9th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can go down to the Commons and make your very own customized dog tags.
For our next segment, The Dish brings us coverage from a local book club meeting.
Thanks so much for coming out. I'm really excited to be here. Thanks to The Dish for filming the whole thing for the book club meeting. Welcome to the first meeting of our book club. I'm really excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. I hope you all brought your copy of Catcher in the Rye.
Well, no, I brought Winnie the Pooh, the 100-Acre Wood Treasury. I thought that's what we were reading.
Well, that's not what I outlined in the email, but looks like
You had what book?
Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, I had this one called Gray. I don't know, where did I get this from?
Well, I brought
I don't know.
my Canada tour guide also.
Well,
I know that wasn't in the email.
Well, I must not have gotten the email because I didn't know what to bring. I thought this is what we were.
I guess I must have not gotten the right email either.
well, all right.
Either that or I'm reading spam again.
Superstition debunkification. Debunkified.
So, what are some, common themes in your novel?
The biggest theme that I had going on, I would say, would be some dominance. You know, a little bit of
Okay.
submissiveness almost.
Oh, kind of like Eeyore in my book?
Submissive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You can say that. What?
Christopher Robbins, the dominant.
Yeah.
Player of mine?
The name of my guy is called Christian, and he's a dominant character. It must just be a theme between the two, I guess.
Does he wear red boots like Christopher Robbins?
I think he did once. Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
The favorite line in my book, this is something that really spoke to me, and I think will to you too. She moans, absorbing pleasure and joy.
I can't take this anymore. You guys are a disaster, a disgrace. Literature.
Anyways, my dominant character here, Christian,
Yeah.
amazing. He does some really powerful stuff.
Move. Taking this back to the library. Pathetic.
Well, I don't think she enjoyed our book club.
I guess not.
What are you doing?
Building a wall.
Oh, it looks pretty expensive. Who's gonna pay for that?
You. Looks like you're having a bad day. Just like the doctor in Active 8. Wow. What a touching story. Activate sure shows a lot of talent.
Hey, speaking of talent, on Thursday, November 10th at the Green Bay campus, you could audition for the NWTC Talent Show.
Yeah, you can come by the auditorium from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or from 3:30 to 5 p.m. For your chance to win the $1,000 grand prize. Now we hear from what Phrase Finders has found this week.
Welcome to this episode of Phrase Finders, where we uncover the origins of some well-used, and in today's case, some not so well-used phrases in the English language. I'm your host, Evan Lloyd. Today's phrase is, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater." Now, maybe you've heard this phrase before, maybe you haven't, but the origin story is fascinating nonetheless. This proverb was used when intending to pass on a bit of wisdom, telling someone not to throw out something potentially valuable with all of the other invaluable things you may be throwing away. The first mention of this proverb in history is from a German book from the 1500s entitled Appeal to Fools. In it, it included a wood carving picture of a woman dumping a pail of water that had a baby inside. Although the authenticity of this phrase's origins are disputed, one of the popular theories is that it comes from the bathing habits of people during the medieval times. It was said that back then, people only bathed once a year, and entire families used the same tub of water to bathe in. As was custom, the man would bathe first, followed by his wife, and followed by the children in order of age, meaning the baby would bathe last. By the time the baby would bathe, the water would be so black and dirty and disgusting that it would be possible to forget the baby was in there and throw the baby out with the disgusting bathwater. Tongue planted firmly in cheek, I'm sure. Today, this is a bit of advice you would give someone when they were moving or cleaning out a basement or an attic, telling them to take extra caution when throwing things out. Although it would be easy and efficient to just take everything that looks like junk and throw it away, you'd want to warn someone, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, meaning don't risk throwing out something valuable with all your other invaluable things. Thanks for watching, and join us again next week as we uncover the origins of more phrases.
Wow, another great explanation from Phrase Finders.
You know what I would like to find?
What's that?
Those emails.
Those emails are lost history, just like this cassette player featured in Retro Revival.
Welcome to Retro Revival. This is a cassette player / recorder At first glance, you would probably think there wasn't very much that was special about this device. But it's more than meets the eye. The standard audio cassette was invented in 1962 by the Philips Company. They simply named it the compact cassette. By the end of the first month, only 3,000 units were sold. In 1966, the cassette recorder was built into a portable radio. 2 years later, cassette players were being installed into car radios. The sports line of waterproof players was introduced in 1983. 1988 was the cassette's 25th birthday. 3 billion approximately sold worldwide as of that date. It's safe to say that cassettes played an important role in the process of how we listen to music today. And with CDs taking over their role, cassettes and the players collect dust. Or perhaps trigger old memories of jamming out with the Sony Walkman.
Wow, what a great piece of history the cassette is.
Cassette? You mean cassette?
Oh,
Well, anyways, the results are in. Professor Rico has been elected President of the United States.
wait a second. Rico's not 35, is he?
Oh, wait. Oh, that was for the race for the best fictional professor at NWTC.
Technically speaking, well, that concludes this week at TC Weekly Live. Tune in next week, Tuesday at 2 p.m. And make sure you follow us on DMT NWTC on Instagram and Facebook.